Good morning, afternoon, or night. My name is Regina Escobar Toxqui, and today I'll be presenting Evidence 3, focusing on globalization, trade, the digital revolution, and terrorism. Globalization means the speed up of movements and exchanges of human beings, goods, and services, capital, technologies, or cultural practices all over the planet. Trade is the voluntary exchange of goods and services. It's a fundamental aspect of globalization that benefits both parties involved. However, trade can also highlight global inequalities, where developed nations often dominate trade policies, sometimes at the expense of developing countries. The digital revolution refers to the shift from traditional analog technologies to digital technologies, beginning in the 1980s and continuing today. This era was driven by the development of computers, the internet, and advanced telecommunications technologies. Terrorism involves violent criminal acts committed by individuals and/or groups to further ideological goals stemming from domestic influences, such as those of a political, religious, social, racial, or environmental nature. Globalization. How does it affect us around the world? Globalization affects societies in different ways. It can promote international cooperation and spread democratic values, which may improve governance and human rights. However, it can also weaken national sovereignty, as countries sometimes depend on international organizations. This can result in policies that focus on global economic stability rather than local needs, leading to tensions and resistance. Additionally, globalization promotes cultural exchange and helps different groups understand each other better. While dominant cultures can enhance experiences, they can also threaten traditional customs and practices. This may lead to cultural homogenization and a loss of valuable diversity. Communities that want to keep their unique heritage and identity face significant challenges in this situation. Technological advances from globalization have made communication, education, and healthcare better. However, the fast pace of change can make existing inequalities worse. Areas with poor infrastructure or few resources may fall behind, increasing the digital divide. Globalization brings opportunities and challenges that vary between developed and developing countries. It can push change, spark innovation, and encourage cultural relations. However, it also presents important issues like inequality, authority, and the need to protect cultural identities. By having a considerate and balanced approach, we can help guarantee that the benefits of globalization are shared more fairly around the world, creating a more inclusive and unified global community. Now, the World Trade Organization, WTO, is the only global international organization dealing with the rules of trade between nations. Their goal is to ensure that trade flows as smoothly, predictably, and freely as possible. It was established in January 1, 1995, created by Uruguay Round Negotiations, 1986 to 94. There are actively 166 members, representing 98% of world trade. WTO operates as a rules-based, member-driven organization. All major decisions are made by the membership, with each member having an equal voice. Ordinarily, decisions are made by agreement. An agreement is reached if no member formally objects to a decision. In a limited range of circumstances, the WTO agreements allow for decisions to be made by voting, usually by supermajority. Now we're going to dig into the advantages and disadvantages of the digital revolution in today's society. First, we start off by exploring into the positive side of it. Improved communication. The digital era has revolutionized how we connect. Whether it's sending an email, having a video call with a friend across the globe, or collaborating with colleagues in real time, communication has never been faster or more accessible. This, of course, also includes the very efficient access to information. Knowledge is now at our fingertips. We can learn anything, anytime, thanks to search engines, online courses, and digital libraries. This has empowered people to educate themselves and broaden their horizons. By this, it also includes the convenience and efficiency. Think about how we shop, bank, or even navigate through traffic. Technology has made our lives so much easier. Smart devices and apps save us time and effort every day. Economic growth. The digital economy has created entirely new industries like e-commerce, app development, and digital marketing. Businesses are more efficient with tools like automation and cloud computing. Healthcare advancements, innovations like telemedicine, wearable health devices, and AI in diagnostics are improving healthcare outcomes and making services more accessible, especially in remote areas. Innovation in entertainment. Streaming platforms, video games, and virtual reality have transformed how we relax and entertain ourselves. There's something for everyone in today's digital landscape. Now, the disadvantages of the digital revolution. While the digital revolution has brought many benefits, it's not without its challenges. Privacy and security concerns. With so much personal data online, privacy is a growing concern. Cybersecurity threats, like data breaches and identity theft, are a daily reality. Digital divide. Not everyone has equal access to technology. This creates gaps between urban and rural areas and between wealthy and low-income populations, exacerbating social inequalities. Environmental concerns. The digital revolution has its environmental costs. Think about the energy consumed by data centers or the growing issue of electronic waste. This is a challenge we must address urgently. Cultural and social impacts. While we're more connected digitally, face-to-face communication is declining. Social media also creates echo chambers and spreads misinformation rapidly. In conclusion, the digital revolution has transformed society in ways we couldn't have imagined. Its advantages, like improved communication, access to information, and economic growth, are remarkable, but we must also address its challenges. Well, to clear things off from the start, what do I think? Does it benefit it? Does it affect it? Perhaps the answer is a bit more complicated than black or white, but should I answer? Shall I say both? I think technology has been a great key to the evolution of our world, certainly big enough to mark an era before and after it. No matter what you are and who you are, everybody living in this world has been affected by it, whether directly or indirectly. Now, terrorism, I think, is certainly a big one of them. The digital world that has been opened for some time now is a tool used by many, with the power and intelligence enough to change the economy of countries, the life of animals, the reputation of idols, and the destination of cities. Those who choose to do attacks of terror will inevitably use this tool too. After all, it is a part of evolution, and every time an invention or achievement is created in this world, it evolves. And we, as the residents in it, don't have any option but to adapt. But just as much as I think terrorism benefits from technology, I think it is also affected from it. Even though this is still a problem, I think throughout the years we have learned from various incidents to strengthen the security and make more airtight preventions to avoid such catastrophes from happening again. One example can be the security at airports. I can't remember how it was in the early 2000s, given I'm from the 2007, but just from a bit of research and asking around from family members, it certainly wasn't as tight and secure as it is today. This is for many reasons, but one that stands out is the incident of September 11th. Since then, it is certain that there was a shift in the security of airports. Technology has helped us to fight against terrorism, and whether terrorists benefit from it, we will certainly also use it against them to help bring them down. In the end, that's what we do every time: adapt to the circumstances, to the evolutions that humankind makes. And some people, if not everyone, uses this to their advantage, whether for the great or for the bad. Thank you for watching.